Hello students, good evening, welcome to my channel. This is the daily current affairs update for 28th April 2020. Please subscribe to my channel by clicking the bell icon in order to receive daily current affairs updates. So now let's start. Ozone hole, this is a news regarding ozone hole. Largest ozone hole ever recorded over North Pole has now healed itself and closed. This was announced by scientists who were tracking the hole at Copernicus Atmospheric Monitoring Service (CAMS). The ozone hole, recorded as highest in the Arctic region, spanning an area of over 6,20,000 square miles. It was formed due to unusual climatic conditions. So, as you can see, this ozone hole has recovered its healing, and there is more to it. What caused the ozone hole? Why did it happen? The cause of the formation of hole is attributed to the unusual weathers at the poles. The polar vortex has been recorded to be extremely powerful, and temperatures inside it have been very cold. The unique cocktail of the powerful vortex and low temperature generates stratospheric clouds. This is the main reason why ozone hole was created. The unique cocktail of powerful vortex and low temperature generates stratospheric clouds that reacts with CFCs. You know what CFC, what causes CFCs? Are air conditioners. They are the main source of CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, and destroy the ozone layer in the process. So this is why the hole was created, which is now healing. Now, CVC Commissioner Sanjay Kothari appointed as Central Vigilance Commissioner by President. Central Vigilance Commissioner, or CVC, Central Vigilance Commission, is termed as CVC, and the commissioner is Mr. Sanjay Kothari has been appointed by President. About CVC, it is the apex vigilance institution created via executive resolution based on the recommendations of Santhanam Committee in 1964, but was conferred with the statutory status in 2003. It submits its report to the President of India. The commission was set up on the recommendation of the K. Santhanam Committee on Prevention of Corruption. This was the committee's name, which suggested CVC, and it is for the prevention of corruption. Okay, and they report directly to the President of India. This committee was formed in 1964. Recommendations were given in 1964. The reports on trends in world military expenditure were recently released by Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, also known as SIPRI. Top 3 biggest military spenders in the world last year: the US, China, and India. India's military expenditure grew 259% over the 30-year period of 1990 to 2019, and by 37% over the decade 2010 to 2019. However, India's military burden fell from 2.7% of gross domestic product in 2010 to 2.4% in 2019. So you can see that since the expenditure was really high, so the burden on GDP has reduced from 2.7% to 2.4% in 2019. India's military spending has grown significantly over the past decade due to the raft of reasons, including a mounting salary bill for about 1.4 million serving personnel, pensions for more than 2 million veterans, and deals worth billions of dollars to induct new combat jets, air defense missiles systems, and helicopters, etc. So you can see this, the investment in the military has considerably increased due to following these reasons. Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty, CTBT. A recent report issued by US State Department on adherence to compliance with arms control, non-proliferation, and disarmament agreements and commitments. Compliance report has raised concerns that China and Russia might be conducting nuclear tests in violation of its Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty undertakings. Okay, so this was a report given by United States departments on adherence to and compliance with arms control, non-proliferation, and disarmament agreements and commitments. So they said that China and Russia might be conducting some nuclear tests which will be against CTBT. However, Russia and China have rejected US's claims. What is CTBT? The Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty is a treaty banning all nuclear explosions everywhere by everyone. The treaty was negotiated at the Conference on Disarmament in Geneva and adopted by United Nations General Assembly. It opened for signature on 24th September 1996. So, thank you. Please subscribe to my channel for latest updates and current affairs. Stay tuned because tomorrow we'll be talking about current affairs from 29th of April till 2nd May. Thank you very much. Please do subscribe to my channel by clicking the bell icon. Guys, do not forget, this is very important. Thank you.